Yes, this is Oakland. Oakland is a city of beautiful homes and views, a fine place for living, working, and raising children. But in Oakland's future, as in all larger cities, there is an internal threat. There is an internal threat. There is an internal threat.
How did the Bay Area's housing crunch get this bad?
People are talking about gentrification.
Because they make a lot of money, they bid up housing prices.
People have generally heard the term, but they're not quite familiar with what it exactly means.
And so that has created a lot of increase in housing prices, as well as gentrification.
Ah, yes, the G word.
Our understandings of gentrification are quite confused.
No city in the Bay Area has seen the rapid remaking of neighborhoods quite like Oakland.
The term gentrification refers to processes by which higher income or higher status people relocate to or invest in low-income urban neighborhoods.
Look below and you'll see streets lined with tents and RVs, the last resort for those who've been priced out.
They inflate property values, displace low-income people, and fundamentally alter the culture and character of the neighborhood. The neighborhood. The neighborhood. The neighborhood. The neighborhood. The neighborhood. The neighborhood.
My name is Stone Ramsey. I want to tell you a story about homelessness. I want to tell you a story about gentrification. But it's going to be the dark side.
And so don't
in it till it's over, beginning is what I sold them. Selling all stacking books with quotas. Ugly bitches know you, approach them. Tell them pack dope where you stroke them. First case, ghost them. Consistently in motion. Smoke rich with the cold stench. In the streets of Oakland, made to no commotion. All the motive bins fully loaded, just a coasting. Prince to a coke bitch, suck dick for blow hits. Grind all night, 5 pills for the focus. Ride with no L, delivering to the most spent. 6 in the morning, I'm home in my bitch.
We be out on Gilman, at the Gilman exit, flying the flag, just trying to hustle up food money. So if you come by, just honk the horn. Just say hi, give us anything. We need charcoal. We have barbecue facilities in the place. We need blankets for sure. Blankets and sheets, man. We just want to feel needed, and we like to be a part of something.
The disposition of displacement is unfortunate just based off the fact of, here it is, what we talked about earlier off camera, was we're dealing with situations where people automatically assume just because someone's living on the street that they're a drug addict or they're indulging in alcoholism. And there's a great percentage of people that are living in those streets that aren't addicted to anything. Several individuals who live in these homeless encampments, which have been known as Tent City, who actually have jobs. They'll go to work every day. Unfortunately, they just can't afford a place to stay.
Oakland City Council took a step last night toward addressing the homeless crisis. Members approved a measure to move people from encampments into temporary shelters as they wait for permanent housing. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf joins us now, and I know, Mayor, that this is something that you were pushing hard for. This is an outdoor sort of navigation center. It will have these so-called tough shed shelters. You've got to be happy about this.
we have to take action now. This is a very temporary measure, but it allows us to get people off of the sidewalk. Once we have picked an encampment and offered them the opportunity to move into the tough shed shelter, we will clear that sidewalk and we will keep it cleared.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years.
So I just laid out the bag. It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
How long is
What's the thing about Hunter, your son? There's a video of him arguing with a cooker about how much crack he has. What do you think about that, Mr. President?
Okay.
in one of the greatest places in the Black Panther history and all the history that we got. They trying to, one of our icons. Shout out to the salute to the icon, Mac Dre. Somebody paint him on the wall with blue eyes? What?
I'm not in this world, not your run of the million. My name is Furrow, I'm the owner of the building.
You know what that mean, y'all? You know what that mean? That mean years down the line, he ain't gonna even be black no more.
My definition of gentrification is a prime example of what you see going on in a lot of Bay Area cities like San Francisco, Oakland, Pittsburgh, Richmond, Vallejo. You know, these people, they know that we worth a lot of money in these properties, so they try to buy them for cheap. I mean, they're gonna flip them up and flip these houses and bring in all these other races into our communities. Independent families that was there, they're no longer having their businesses. They're being bought out by these supermarkets and giant retail stores. You know, they're taking food off of their family's plate, you know, spiking up the rent and everything and kicking us out of here. So that's what's going on in a lot of cities in the Bay Area, gentrification. That's my definition of it.
I've heard of gentrification before, but I've never been in a place where it was happening until this. But it's just unbelievable how fast it can happen. They're the only black people left in San Francisco are in public housing.
Let me get this straight so I won't lose this train of thought. So the gentrification that's happening in Oakland right now actually started here in San Francisco.
Well, I think that's fair to say, yeah. People who are renting, people who, you know, we had the highest, in the black community in San Francisco, we had the highest rate of home ownership of anywhere in San Francisco. San Francisco is really not a homeowner town. It's always been a rental town. But anyway, as far as home ownership is concerned, see, people came here to work at the shipyard, and during the war, they saved up their money. They lived up there in the barracks. They saved up their money. They bought a house. They bought another house. They bought a business on 3rd Street. People got prosperous, and so all the flatlands here in the neighborhood were black homeowners. And what pushed them out was the foreclosure crisis that started in 2008.
This is a rebranding of Oakland for the newcomers.
Like the Oaklandish or Oakland-ish?
Well, I think that's an interesting aspect in itself because, you know, when I grew up in Oakland in the 80s and 90s, we was from the old. We was from the town, you know. Then you had people who was from New Oakland in the birth of Oaklandish, you know, Oaklandish, you know. But you know, anything that's Oakland, if it's blackish, it's not black. If it's Oaklandish, it's not Oakland.
When I first came here, you never saw anybody out on the street at night. Everybody took people in. But then the housing authority, the little HUD, changed the rules and said that you had to be on the lease in order to stay there. And so they were kicking everybody out who had any, and if you had any kind of prison record, you couldn't live in public housing at all.
So where are you gonna go now?
Wherever the good Lord takes me.
I don't know. And that's the thing. That's why I wasn't gonna come out the tent, because where I won't go.
Man, these police come over here, man, trying to push all my peoples up out of here, tell them they got to go, and they ain't giving them nowhere to stay, man. And they just taking your shit and throwing it in the garbage can without your permission.
You almost made me cry up in there because you was saying good things, man. You almost made me cry because you was giving me love, but it was fake, man.
A solution that could possibly be something that bridges those two things is our mayor inoculating rent control.
Libby Schaff, the mayor, got $25 million for emergency housing and help for the homeless. Well, what she did was she bought tough sheds that you would keep your dog or your bike in and put people in them. You did this as an answer to see whether or not the people would go for you housing them in doghouse.
I've even been told this. We can't house the homeless in those abandoned buildings is because they're gonna burn them down. They're gonna fill them up with trash. They're gonna do, well, if they had a home, if they had their own house, they're gonna fill it up with trash. They're gonna fill it up with whatever they want. But ain't that better than them filling it up on the streets?
So right now, we're just picking up the debris, the burnt debris, and cleaning up the area. We're just doing a garbage run in between the tents to keep it halfway decent. Stop starting fires, keep your area clean. That way the citizens won't complain because that's how we get caught.
Coincidentally, Caltrans was sued and lost.
I'm doing a documentary. Everything I'm catching is in the documentary. All right, are you cool with being in the documentary?
I'm not.
Okay, okay.
You can go right over there where the other people so that you're not seeing them to wherever they're working, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I gotta stand there.
Yep, over down the sides of that. Not...
Even though in order to leave, I gotta be there.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Yep. Don't shoot me.
You with you?
I gotta be with somebody. I need an escort.
No, you don't need an escort. What I'm saying is
what if that was
just...
my car and I live in that?
Yeah,
and until you tow it, I'm gonna be on that side.
You just need to get away from people. All right, the workers. That's it.
Okay? Hey, do you think these guys are legal Americans? You know, we got a team of.
Okay, thank you.
They're evicting Americans. You don't think? You think these guys are obviously not legally employable in America, and they're evicting Americans? They're obviously not legally employable in America, and they're evicting Americans.
You've been through a lot of that, so you need healing from the hatred. Love to my loved ones, the wait is over. Oh, taste and see, y'all is good. Keep the sneaking agent man prescribing healing in the hood and everywhere around the nation. Things have changed, heart is now healed, yeah. I'm living proof, y'all is real. Out of my belly is flowing rivers of living water. Take a seat, have a drink, now stand up. The drought is over, life more abundantly. Suddenly, the pain is gone. Walk in your healing. Call me the doctor. CVS, Walmart.
Coming back into the communities, opening up businesses, teaching financial literacy, and educating others around us about the importance of getting all of these small little properties to have as much as we possibly can as black individuals.
Remember when it was black-owned stores too, so you got to go back to when we was owning. You speak of gentrification, you think of ownership. So you had like Session in them that was over at Cypress Store that owned it, black-owned stores. There was quite a few black-owned stores before the Arabs got the stores. But truthfully, by the time the white folks came, the value, of course, changed. It was all about values. It was all about the money. Like I said, it's about letters and numbers. At the end, they come down here. It's a diverse type thing. It's a mixture. But at the same time, we should have ownership, bottom line.
You spoke respectfully, and you speak back. My neighborhood.
Jerry Brown ran on a propaganda slogan and ran his campaign on the premise that he was going to have the 10K plan, which was he was going to bring 10,000 white techies into Oakland when he was the mayor. We saw evidence of that when Uber came, years later, when he set the foundation for Oakland to be included in the expansion of Silicon Valley. So then that led to housing prices shooting up to the sky due to the fact that basically blue-collar workers are competing with people for housing that make $100,000 a year, and they 20 years old, and they techies, and they moving from Silicon Valley on up, from Mountain View and Sunnyvale and San Jose. Now they in San Francisco. Now they in Oakland. And so the 10K program, the 10K plan, we didn't really see it take shape. We heard a lot about it during Jerry Brown's reign. We didn't see it take shape. But when it ended up taking shape, this is like a microcosm of what happens in an African country. You know, they devalue your land, they buy it for nothing. As soon as they kick you out, they raise the value of the land, and you broke, they got the land, and they got the money.
They've taken the best part of Oakland and given it to the young white yuppie.
I wish, I'm trying to do all I can to raise awareness and talk about it, but there's so many things going wrong in the world on top of this as well, that it sometimes feels like you're shouting into the wind about it. So I don't know how to fix it. Talking about it is definitely first step. We have such a huge surplus. We have so much in California, and it's ridiculous that this is becoming such a big problem.
That house they got for $100 grand, when they move in, it's worth $600. And before they move out, they've got $1 million to move somewhere else. Where does that leave me and you? We can't afford to move in. We can't afford to move out. We stuck here on our land, in our neighborhood, and we can't afford to live. You build me a project and you build a problem. You build me a project or a housing consortium and you take every male, give him a job and give him a house so he can raise his kids, so he can take care of his woman. But no, you only give Section 8 to a woman because she got kids. So you have our women growing up having babies so they can have a place to stay. We have been displaced, disliked, dislocated, and who's getting the money? Now, they admitted 3 weeks ago when I was with the governor and the mayor, they admitted they dropped the ball.
We were right here when we shot the first part of the documentary. It was full of people, disadvantaged people. Now they're gone.
Probably got less than 4% of the black population left in San Francisco, right? Oakland used to be 50% black. We did reduce that number also. So I think that we got culture shock going on. I think we got economic shock going on. And I definitely think that we're being displaced in a major way in urban areas in Northern California. So when we came to Oakland to fight gentrification, because Oakland probably got one of the last remaining large black populations in the Bay Area. If we lose Oakland.
Russell City, California, or what is now known as Hayward, California, was home of the West Coast Blues. Prominent blues artists such as Ray Charles and Big Mama Thornton performed right at the Russell City Country Club. In the 1900s, a Danish immigrant founded this town. After the Civil War, this city became a sanctuary for black people because cities like San Leandro, San Lorenzo, and Hayward would not sell houses to blacks. By the 1950s, black and Mexican Americans were the main residents in this area. The county of Alameda declared this a blighted city, so they decided to take it over by starting several fires and using eminent domain to push out residents. In 1964, Hayward incorporated the land, tore it down and built an industrial park, then proceeded to rename every street. Russell Street was renamed to West Winton Ave. This mural on Maple Court and A Street is the only reminder we have of Russell City. In 1999, the West Coast Blues Society started the Russell City Blues Festival and ran until its 20th anniversary in 2019.
The city inspector was colluding with the city. So they was going to certain areas in the city of Oakland and they was labeling that they was blight areas.
These is drug-infested areas. These is crime areas.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Sort of like Russell City.
How do you feel about the tough sheds happening? Because I think they seem to be doing a real good job of keeping those things in maintenance, and people are living there and under the freeways. Have you seen these little tough sheds? They're like sheds.
That, you know, the doghouse.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's the doghouse.
I don't
know they don't have.
so bad.
Oh, you know they don't have no showers there?
No, but the showers come up every week, or so often. Because I walk by and I see the shower truck come.
So my house is a wreck, and I'm a wreck.
What about the tough sheds that Livy Shaft constructed?
Well, would you want to live in it?
Wow. Definitely.
Would she want to live in it? Then why the hell are they giving it to anybody?
Oh. What do you think about the tough sheds that Livy Shaft constructed?
The tough sheds cost way more money to create. They're not fireproof. People have to share them. They're not insulated. They're cold. And people have to live in pretty inhumane conditions. They don't have access to be able to cook food for themselves. They can't have family members visit them. You can't have a child there. You can't, like come and go as you please. People who have night jobs, night shifts, can't work those jobs. Like, there's a lot of problems.
There's one major downside.
Homeless residents in Oakland can only stay in a tough shed for about 6 months. After that, they're on their own. They're on their own. They're on their own. They're on their own. They're on their own.
The doghouse, huh? Yeah.
I would not have called it. That's your word.
You put your kids in the doghouse? In a shed, in a tough shed?
Do you know what the biggest movement really is right now? No, answer your question.
I'm asking you.
I'm going to answer your question. It reminds me of an ADU you put behind your house. It's the same concept. But hell yeah, I'd kick my kid out there and make him live. But I don't know if that's the same as what we're talking about. Okay, I don't know if that's.
We're talking about sustainable housing.
See, this is the part of the interview where I don't want to.
Exactly.
Is that you have to take the people with the problem that the city and the county has made and take care of them first. Sure, we'll start out with, okay, we're gonna build this, but you have to rebuild the people first because they have to go into housing and pay the rent. You put them in there with no continuum care, and they'll be right back outside. You're putting a Band-Aid on a leaking sieve of a problem. We're bleeding out here in Oakland.
White people, when you come down here, let's say you was born and raised down here, and I'm gonna tell you like this. 3 Mexican families, 1 white family, maybe 2 or 3 white families, they couldn't come past it. You couldn't melt them down and pour them past it. Now they took over.
Where they at now?
All over, where they ain't at.
Do they be walking around here?
Hell yeah. They run this motherfucker.
They come out with I was seeing them all around.
I'm just telling you like this. I ain't tripping on no white folks. They don't bother me. But they took over.
Okay, so
they planned this shit 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. You know that?
Why do you think they try to take over?
Why do you think they try to take? I don't know. Cheap housing in Frisco. Victorian housing. Cheaper living in Oakland. They took over.
When did they first start moving there? When did you first notice them?
I noticed them, shit. I left in 2002.
Target Safeway, Mom and Pop CVS, Walmart, Rank Walmart.
Target, Safeway, Mama Pop, Raiders, CVS, Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Target, Safeway, Mama Pop, Raiders, CVS, Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Target, Safeway, Mama Pop, Raiders, CVS, Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Target, Safeway, Mama Pop's, Rayleigh's, they say he dosing them and giving them a script. This for sure, and we be curing them. Got they fix on shit.
Ma'am, can you tell me what happened today?
Yeah, the Racketeers Space Servicing live.
For running your mouth off in a wheelchair, still knocking them out. I'm the shit where I'm from, don't know about you. Hit the drink, take a boo. What it is, what it do. Shout out to the chickens, I'm finna screw. It's all about who, not you, nigga, we.
And said that they foreclosed, and there was no foreclosure. They lied, and they have access to my house.
Wow.
The Racketeers, the crooks.
And how old are you?
I'm 80 years old.
My Raiders, CVS, Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Target, Safeway, Mama Pop's, Raiders, CVS, Walmart, Rite Aid,
Goon
Walgreens,
Squad.
Target, Safeway, Mama Pop's, Raiders.
Evicting in the rain.
My team and I, we created this film that our proud city won't become a mural like Russell City. On this night, the Loonies and 3 Times Crazy got together for the first time in decades.
So when I say 3 times, I need your energy. 3 times. 3 times. Everybody put your motherfucking 3 in the air like this. Everybody with a 3 in the air. Everybody with a fucking 3 in the air. Make some noise for Keith the Sleep. Agent Man,
If we don't stop the bleeding in Oakland, we will never have moments such as this.
I'm gonna take this as my chance in the sight. I opened up for 3 times motherfucking crazy. I love you niggas, bro. Let's go. Let's go, shit up. Where y'all from, man?
In the middle of the film, it was a pandemic, COVID-19, and it scattered our cast members away in different places. In the midst of this pandemic, one of our colleagues and crew members fell in hard times. This is one of our attempts to rescue her and bring her back. Cause I didn't know, where you been at?
Be healed, we that real. We done been through enough to prescribe the antidote, the pure and raw and uncut. Y'all excited to have the ones that raise the bar. Official rap stars, we shed tears for this. Did this your dream come true? Healing in my words that I spit, that to you. Yeah, you've been through a lot of that, so you need healing from the hatred. Love to my loved ones, the wait is over. Oh, taste and see, y'all is good. Keep the sneaking agent man prescribing healing in the hood and everywhere around the nation. Things have changed, heart is now healed, yeah. I'm living proof, y'all is real. Out of my belly is flowing rivers of living.
At 13, I actually walked out these gates right here. Get some good brothers up in here. And we are redeemable.
Some of these people that live in these tents, they actually have jobs, but they can't afford to pay the rent. So even with redeveloping the city and the urban community, you can't exclude the individuals who are a part of the community.
Hey, it's Nick V from the Baker Boys, live downtown here with LavaMay.org, and I'm standing right here with Colton. Hi, Colton. How are you?
Good, good.
From Long Beach, California. LavaMay.org started 6 years ago in San Francisco, but now has moved to Los Angeles and helping out some of the displaced brothers and sisters here in downtown Los Angeles. And in case you guys don't know, or you have not been looking around, there's an epidemic going on here in our city, and we need to wake up and be a part of the solution. So that's why we're here today. Colton, tell me a little bit more about the organization, sir.
Yeah, so LavaMay, we provide mobile showers and other critical services to the street. We deliver it with something we call radical hospitality, where we go to people and we treat them as if they were our guests. That they were at a 5-star hotel and we were handing them a fresh, clean towel and a nice, safe, clean place to shower. That's what we do, and we came here to Los Angeles because, you know, it's probably the ground zero of the homelessness crisis here in the United States.
Radical hospitality is an interesting concept. It's what the founder, Donnie Sandoval, what she coined and created. It means something different to every single one of us. Out of the 22 people that work here, if you ask each of us individually what radical hospitality means, you'd get a different answer because it's very personal.
So what's your answer?
So for me, radical hospitality means like meeting people where they're at, completely non-judgmental, and treating them as a guest. You know, looking them in the eye. Lots of people haven't been touched in weeks, months, years. So a little something like that. Remembering them by their first name when they walk up. Like that's Josh. I know Josh likes bar soap. He doesn't like body wash. I know that Steven always comes back. He doesn't even talk. I know he'll be back at 11. Just knowing people and giving them the treatment as you would just to be a human, just an adult, someone who's treated like anybody else on the planet.
Can we talk a little bit about the larger homeless issue going on? How does the community get involved in this and what you're doing? How do we help?
You have to want to be a part of this community. You have to want to help this community, and then you got to start from there. That's what I mean by the first thing you got to do is volunteer.
Right.
So if your heart is in food and you want to volunteer for an organization that serves food to people, while you're there, you talk to people. I always say this job is 10% learning how to drive this behemoth, 10% cleaning, and 80% guest communication.
Okay.
And line management, de-escalation, getting to know people and chatting with people. In that, you learn everything. You learn what's going on in the streets from people on the street. You could talk to folks who are in big buildings. I can tell you all about what they think would help people on the street. But there's nothing like volunteering, getting your hands dirty, and learning on your own.
And if someone wants to volunteer,
you go to our website. Yeah.
LavaMay.org.
LavaMay.org, for sure.
All right.
What's going on, y'all? It's Chewy Gomez out here with the LavaMay folks. These folks are doing a great job and a great service to the community for those folks out there that are homeless, and not even the homeless. I mean, there's a lot of folks that are using this that aren't homeless, right?
It's true, yeah. There's a lot of low-income folks or folks that are housed in places where maybe the showers don't work, or they're unsavory, or maybe they're not private, or not always hot. So we do serve primarily houseless folks on the street.
Now, folks taking a shower, they don't want to get back in their dirty clothes. Is there an option for them to get some clothes at all here? I don't know.
We do have clothing donations. You know, it's all donation-based, so the stock fluctuates. But we do have a lot of volunteers or even community members that bring clothes out. So we typically do stock underwear and socks always, if you got goods.
Oh, nice. So if you guys got some socks, you guys care to donate, you got some extra shirts. You know, we all outgrow our shirts. I'm into a 3X now, so I got to donate my 2Xs. But yo, get down there and connect with LavaMay.org and make your donations.
So if you want to help out, you can do it right now by purchasing one of these shirts here. Go to beatsforhope.com. And get one of these Beta LA Lava May shirts. All proceeds are going to be going right here to the lavamay.org organization. Thank you for your time, man. Appreciate you so much.
Thanks for coming. Right now we need some love, love, love.
We're not in love anymore. I wish I could sing. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome to BAYLIFE Radio. Welcome to Twitch TV. It's your girl Tamara with Awfully Amazing Podcast. First of all, happy Thursday. Let's start off there. Second of all, I want to ask y'all a question. But before I do that, let me just give honor where honor is due. Shout out to Igor. Shout out to the man with the plan. Shout out to the one that make your rum shake with them beats. Shout out to Igor. And we got White out in the house. We got a special guest in the house on tonight. Y'all call, tap in 510 Twitch TV, Bay Life Radio. Let's get into it. So I want to ask y'all a question. Do you think driving Uber that you should have a time where you're cut off, like a certain age? I think that they should implement that. I'm sorry for the retirees that need a little extra cash. Uber, you need a cutoff period. It took all of 55 minutes to get from Alameda to Oakland, okay? So, I mean, and we drove in the slow lane. And so I advised the Uber driver, I said, excuse me, sir, do you think you could take this route, this route, this route? He said, please, ma'am, don't talk to me. Don't talk to you. Check this out. Okay, y'all, I done got mad. Look, everything falling. Check this out. I done paid my little $36 to get from Alameda to Oakland, and you're going to tell me don't talk to you. So, first of all, let's look his name up because I'm putting people on blast. People have to be held accountable to how they treat people and the things they do. Abdul, okay, with the Chrysler, I am not giving you 5 stars. I'm going to give you no stars. And I'm going to report you because you told me don't talk to you. Okay, so, and he drives a Corolla. Okay? So, ratings, we're going to give you nothing, sir. Uber, Abdullah is not the one. You need to cut him off. Okay, moving right along. I think it should be a cutoff time for Uber drivers. Okay, I just said my piece. So let's get into it. We got Whiteout in the building tonight. And I know that Whiteout does Mad Mondays, but y'all wanted Whiteout to come on my show because I think this guy here is amazing. I do. Shout out to whoever he's sleeping with or whatever is going on in his relationship. But shout out to you, Ma. I think you're amazing too. So we gonna bring Whiteout in, and he has Mad Mondays, and I got started because I was co-hosting with Whiteout. First, I was a visitor on his show. I was a guest, and then we kind of did this dual thing, which is fire, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. So we're gonna bring Whiteout out, and we're gonna bring him out, y'all, cause he gotta go to the concert. Yep, he going to the Delinquents tonight, and we want to get him in here so he can get to his concert on time. So without further ado, we are gonna bring in Whiteout. But before we bring in Whiteout, we gonna go to commercial. And let me tell y'all something about Whiteout too. So I think that this guest that I have is an amazing comedian. He's an amazing father. He's an amazing companion. Wherever your companion is, shout out to you, my lady. Blessings. He's an amazing brother. If you ever befriended him or came into his presence, he's just an awesome type of dude. and I'm glad to have him on my show tonight because he's the reason why I'm sitting here. Okay? So unlike the Uber driver, we're not gonna cancel him. We're gonna bring him in, but we're gonna go to commercial first, ladies. Okay? So without further ado, we're gonna go to commercial, but we're gonna bring in Whiteout. And what was the other name he said he went by? Was it two? Yeah, we're gonna go to commercial. We'll figure it out when we get back. Twitch TV, BAYLIFE Radio. I keep forgetting we're not in Maryland anymore.
Are you ready to honor the legacy of my brother and hip-hop legend Shock G and make a difference in the community? Show your support for the East Oakland Collective, EOC, by purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt designed by Shamari Smith. It's available at beatsforhope.com. My brother Shock G was a multi-platinum hip-hop pioneer and producer who was deeply committed to helping the community, culture, and music of his time. His vision for helping humanity was honorable and has inspired people to come together and see to those that need important attention and love. By purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt, you are supporting the EOC, which helps provide essential services in East Oakland. Together, we can make a difference as we honor Shock G's legacy and support our friends at the EOC. Get your Shock G Humpty t-shirt today.
The Mechanics.
I got a call from a landline. 713 penitentiary, a man of mine. He in need of a package. Participation, to be inactive, a fan of mine. Move flowers like a dandelion. He a little abrasive, a zodiac, a cancer sign. Affiliated with the gladiators passing time. He not a non-violent felon, he a mastermind. They say I organize crime and recruit guerrillas. The quiet niggas in the party, but we the realest. Strategic warfare plot playing throughout. The one to get your nigga to hit you when he get bought out. The 48 laws of power in 1 hour. I circumvent bullshit and call out cowards. Send a kite up the way and get him hit in the shower. Then hit the elephant bar for an appetizer tower.
If you got a problem with G, if you got a problem with V, shoppers for the offense and defense. That's why they call the delinquent. He is I and I am him. That's why they call the delinquent. He is I and we are them. That's why they call the delinquent.
Didn't want him in the game, so he crept in it. Knew he was with the shit when he stepped in it. As far as hood shit, well, he repped it. And all your bullshit stories, he dissected it. The last real nigga alive. Stay true and get paid, how a nigga survive. From late nights in the Ville, posted up. 6'5" kids later, still holding up. The good die young, I ain't old enough. Interrogation rooms never told him nothing. I put that on the mind, nothing cold as us. Always thought we was at war, we stay soldiered up. If you wanna play, bring the toys out. 100 packs of that loud, bring the noise out. Snitches in your gang, bring the boys out. But I'm still slanging them cookies like a Girl Scout.
If you got a problem with G, if you got a problem with V, shoppers for the offense and defense. That's why they call the delinquent. He is I and I am him. That's why they call the delinquent. He is I and we are them.
A couple years before that, I was like, man, y'all need to make a reunion album. And these niggas made a reunion album. I was hella juiced. I'm bumping this shit right now. Yeah. That's why they call the delinquents.
Shout out to the delinquents.
The Mechanics.
Shout out to the delinquents. Y'all, okay, I would tell y'all to go see the delinquents at Yoshi's, but they sold out. Okay?
It's cookies.
8 o'clock show, sold out. 10 o'clock show, sold out. So y'all might want to catch them at, where they want to
They will be at, I don't know if they're going to be there, but the after party is at For the Culture, and I don't know how that's going to happen because If they doing like an hour and a half show, the show start at 10. They be got it there by 11:30. Then it's gonna take a minute for them niggas to leave and push down there. So I don't know how that's gonna happen. But I ain't got time. I ain't doing the after party for this one.
They gonna be at for the culture.
Yeah,
ladies.
the town came to Yoshi's tonight.
Okay, yes they did. And let's not sleep on Rod Wave at the Coliseum.
Fuck
tonight,
Rod
okay?
Wave though. It's town business tonight, baby.
Okay, but
ain't no business like town business. Hello.
Okay, but y'all know y'all want to go hear Rod Wave
Now we don't want to see
cry.
that fat nigga.
10
Yeah, we ain't
songs.
tripping. Yeah. That's why they call the delinquents.
Okay, and it's a Rod Wave after party. Shout out to Caprio for hosting the Rod Wave after party too.
That's why you plugging that.
Oh,
Cause it's town business tonight, baby. We ain't giving a fuck about no round. No, what's his name?
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. Fuck him.
Okay.
But go to the after party because she knows somebody that's promoting the shit.
Okay, but you mad or what?
No, hell no.
Okay, let's get
That's
to the
why they call the delinquents.
Okay, we got White out in the building. White out. So
Hello.
I got a couple of questions.
Hello,
with
sweetheart.
you.
First of all, thank you for having me. I could have been.
Thank you for loving me.
I could have been a lot of places right now, but I chose to be here with you.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm on.
That
I'm on.
sound
I'm
like
I don't know what the fuck that means, but thank you for having me. Like for real, I'm on time right now, but you know what I'm saying. I still came and fuck with you. She
No
said
problem.
the traffic was long. Nigga, I had to ride.
Yes, it was.
I had to ride Foothill Strip from motherfucking First Ave all the way.
Yes, he did, but
to
it's
94th.
okay.
But we here though. What's up with it?
But we here.
Yeah.
So
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
Do you have any shows coming?
Yeah, I was
up
finna
or
say,
any events?
I do have an event tomorrow. If
Okay,
anybody
well
is
let us know.
if anybody's free tomorrow, I have an event. I work for CalPep. I don't have. Oh yeah, I got my badge on. Yeah, shout out to CalPep. Tomorrow we will have a World AIDS Day. Tomorrow's World AIDS Day, so CalPep has a World AIDS Day from 12 to 4, I believe, at the Infirmary Park.
So what is World AIDS Day? Explain that to us.
Shit, like World AIDS Day. It's like I guess it's an event where they. You just asked me this
What
shit.
Are you
I mean, you ain't never heard of World AIDS Day? No, we're not doing all that live. But let me get it off. We're not. Tamara,
Yeah,
we're not
no
doing that.
problem.
You got people watching us. You ain't got to do all that. I'll get it off. I'll get it off. It's okay.
Okay, right here.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
So World AIDS Day is basically for all the people that have been that have HIV, that have lost their lives over HIV. I guess they made like a day for them, just in awareness of HIV, because HIV is still out here. A lot of people still have it, and I guess it's like a day, but it's worldwide.
Okay.
So it's not just something that we doing; it's something that the world does.
Okay, so where is this event?
Tomorrow from 12 to 4 at the Infirmary Park. That's in West
Tomorrow
Oakland.
from 12 to 4, you guys, at the Infirmary Park.
Yeah, pull up on us.
Pull up on us.
You see, I'm wearing that little HIV. I just went to an event today, so they had us. They had the little. They gave us a little HIV. Little what's the name? Shit. We with the movement though. I fuck with everybody.
A question.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you come into like? Okay, so you are a.
That's why they call it delinquents.
You do have a podcast.
I do.
And you are a comedian.
I am.
But how did you come into like nonprofit working for the community?
That's a good question, T. Actually, I was a peer support specialist for a year in Hayward. For this for La Familia. I worked for La Familia, and the place that I worked at in Hayward was called Sally's Place.
Okay.
So I worked at Sally's Place. Shout out to my homegirl, my sis Christina. She got me the job.
Shout out to Christina.
She got me the job. She put me on, and I became a peer support specialist. And then I got trained to be a peer support specialist. So basically, a peer support specialist is a person that helps peers of that need help. You know what I'm saying? Like addictions, what was addictions and whatever else that helps peers. I mean, like I'm a peer. So basically, I'm not like a person that got a degree and I'm helping people, because to me those are the fake people. We want people. No, they are. They are. I would rather listen. Can I explain that? Can I explain that before you?
I need you.
Okay, so the reason why I said that, and I say it with I said it with my chest out, is because I would rather get information from a peer or somebody that's been through something, instead of a person that studied and took tests and want to charge me hella money to tell me what's going on with myself.
Okay, let me say something about that.
That's why they call the delinquents.
Delinquents. Well, let me say something. I get that peers have lived experience.
Yes.
And people with book knowledge have book knowledge experience.
Yes, but what about if you got both?
But if you have both,
Yeah.
that's excellent. But
Right.
let me tell you something.
That's what I got.
You got both?
Hell yeah, I got certified to be a peer support specialist and all this shit. My job actually flew me to LA 3 times, like once, 2, 3 weekends to get certified. Yep. So then I got certified. So then I moved my I took my game that I learned and went to CalPEP. So I went from a peer support specialist to now a reentry case manager.
Okay, so tell me how you do this. You wear so many different hats.
Yeah, I got hella hats.
So you got Twitch TV.
Father.
You got
Father first.
Don't do that.
Father, son.
Okay.
Twitch TV.
He want me to put in the order. He want me to put it in. Okay, bag up. Father. Okay? And then let's add relationship, whatever. And then let's add comedian. Let's add Twitch TV. And then let's add support specialist.
And let's add show promoter. Show producer.
And hold on, let's add that.
I had hella shit. You said
let's
I got
add
hats.
that I just put in a position for myself with Whiteout. So we had a meeting.
We did.
I nominated myself.
Yeah.
I nominated myself as executor assistant for him. Whatever that looks like.
Executor. Okay, you said executor. That was what you said at first.
Okay, executor assistant.
Again, you said it again.
So,
executive assistant.
Executive assistant.
We talked about
that. And let me say, we talked about that.
We did.
And I want you guys to be looking for a duo with us. So I think that when 2 people come together that have like amazing energy can really make something of that. So I appreciate you just taking me on. And I know I'm a headache. And I don't care if I'm a headache. And I know I'm crazy. But I appreciate you taking me on as that. And I appreciate Igor just putting up with me because, y'all, guess what? I'm all over the place. And it's okay. It's okay to be all over the place. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, I respect the network that you do,
it's
too,
just that you're creative,
Yes.
and you don't know how to channel your creativity. And I'm learning how to channel my creativity. So, in saying that I'm learning how to channel my creativity, how do you channel your creativity? How do you work on wearing so many hats and just being leveled? I kind of haven't mastered that just yet.
Pray.
Pray?
Get high.
Oh.
Survey says.
Ding. Survey says.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
I like that you pray.
Definitely pray. I started I'm starting meditating. I haven't got back into the yoga shit, but the yoga is cool though. Like it's certain.
How you gonna mix yoga with shit?
No, I'm saying it's shit.
Yeah.
Come on, Tammy, don't do that.
Oh, okay. And how you gonna mix prayer with shit?
We not doing that.
Oh, okay.
You asked me. I'm giving you the list of what it is. So I pray. I talk to God a lot.
Okay.
God knows me. Like I can't hide. I can't lie to God.
Nobody.
You know
can
what I'm
lie
saying?
to God.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
But
Nobody
people do. People try.
Yeah, they do.
People try. They lie to themselves. When you lie to God, you lying to yourself.
Absolutely.
And there's people that do that. But definitely prayer. Definitely meditate. I definitely smoke a lot of weed. You know what I'm saying? Thank God that weed is legal.
Right.
In certain states.
Shout out to legal weed.
Weed calms me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shit. I just them 3, and then just living day to day. I try to show love to everybody. Like when I go into the streets, when I wake up in the morning, from the point of waking up to just seeing whoever I see that day, I try to show them love, any kind of way. And I feel like I'm blessed because of that. You know what I'm saying?
I think you are blessed.
I'm definitely
in so
blessed.
many ways.
I am.
Like sometimes we don't see how blessed we are as a people.
Yes.
But I think you're amazingly blessed.
Thank you.
I think you've been able to take the town by the neck and maneuver through it.
Yes.
And I also think that you're in your own lane.
I'm definitely in my own lane.
You're in your own lane, and I think that's dope.
Yeah, it's dope as fuck.
And I think that, because you're in your own lane, you give other people chances
Facts.
to come up.
Mhm.
You give other people chances to explore their talent, and I think that's dope.
And I support
just
other
wanna
people.
let- all the time.
Nigga, I'm in the streets. Like, it's a lot of, we ain't finna talk about that, but like, I support people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I try to show it as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? You can't be at every place. You can't be at one place. You can't be at every place at one time. But at the same time, like, if I know you got something going on, like, sometimes I miss people's shit, and then niggas see me and be like, oh, bro, you didn't come to my shit. But nigga, send it to me in my DM. Inbox me that shit. Let me know what it is. No, don't tell me about this shit 2 weeks ago, and then. Yeah, don't tell me about this shit 2 weeks ago,
give it to 'em.
and then expect me to come, nigga. I didn't put it on my calendar. I heard it, and I really want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I even go to the point if I know I can't come to your shit,
Okay.
then I'm gonna share your shit because it's free.
Okay.
It doesn't cost you
But
shit
whoa,
to share.
whoa. Before you go on, so what's
different from a lot of
what's the
motherfuckers.
open door? So if you want someone to book you and you want somebody to show up to your show, what's the open door? Like, how much time do you give them to book you, and what are the resources? What do you need? Like, give it to them because I understand about last minute.
Okay, prime example right now. I'm supposed to be in Sacramento right now, like on some real shit. I'm supposed to be in Sacramento. I got booked to be a Santa Claus for the Job Corps in Sacramento. So I took the gig. They told me how much they was gonna pay me. She said that she needed me to send her some paperwork. So I faxed over the paperwork, sent all the paperwork last week. So I was supposed to be there today. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday passed by. So I'm like, damn, I ain't got no call, no text, no nothing saying nothing. I'm finna be on my way the next day.
Right.
So I text her.
Okay.
And she hit me back with, oh, I'm sorry. We had to reschedule. Some shit happened. Corporate shit happened. Okay, well, first of all, bitch, you use the word corporate. No, nothing. No, first of all.
Take that back.
I'm not.
Okay, we gonna go to commercial.
No, we ain't got time to go to commercials, little cuz. If I go to commercial, then you won't see me when she come back.
Okay, but I'm gonna need you to reach.
That's why they call her delinquents. I'm going to tell you why. Because, for one, I'm very... Hold on. I'm going to tell you. You asked me a question. I'm going to give you an answer.
With the B word, though.
Man, fuck her.
Okay.
For real, fuck her. You gonna call her a bitch, too, though.
Really, Igor?
After you hear the story, because you was rude and didn't let me finish the story. So let me finish it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you, little big cuz. You can catch me every Monday on Mad Mondays. On Twitch TV.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
We going to commercial.
No, we're not going to do that, Tammy. Hold on, let me give you this. Let me say, okay, well, I'll take the bitch away.
Thank you.
I'll take the bitch away. But the bitch, no, but for real, like on some real shit. No, because you getting me talking about the W-9, W-9 and a form. So I sent over all the forms. Okay. You ain't called me. You got my number. Okay. You ain't called me, said nothing. I call you the day before to make sure it's good because I didn't want to slide out there and then you tell me this shit on the phone or I pop up and ain't nobody there. I text you. Oh, I'm sorry. We had to change plans. I'm gonna call you Friday.
Okay.
Friday and see if we can reschedule. Bitch, I'm not rescheduling with you.
Okay, wait
I'm not
a minute.
rescheduling.
Wait,
so she wasn't wrong? She wasn't
hold
wrong?
on. I'm not going to say that she was wrong.
Was she right?
But hold on. Let me just say this. Sometimes people are really unprofessional.
Okay, that's all. That was my point.
Wait.
That was my point.
Wait. So today's energy level in today's society really are unprofessional, okay? So
I don't fuck with unprofessional.
Wait.
I'm a professional nigga. I've been doing professional shit for over 10 years. So if you're not on my level, Tammy, if you're not fucking with me on that professional shit, I don't do that type of shit. Like, I pay artists before they even get on the fucking mic. A lot of niggas at those shows don't do that.
Oh, but listen.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm different.
I get it. Because that's who makes you you.
My hats are very important to me.
Wait, that's what makes you unique.
Yeah.
A lot of people slack on professionalism.
Yeah.
And that's within the African community.
It's beyond African though. It's everybody.
It's everybody.
Every race.
Today,
every
really
race. We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna put that on black people because every race do that shit.
But I'm not putting it just
no, but
on black people.
You did.
But I'm just
You
saying
did.
it's strong in the African
It
community.
is.
But it's abroad. I'm just not saying it's just for one person, okay? But what I'm saying is sometimes you have to have grace and sometimes you have to have empathy for other people.
Not if I reach out to you and gotta call you. I can't. No, no,
Okay.
no. Fuck her.
Okay, ma'am, we
and fuck
apologize,
that,
ma'am.
And fuck that job
Okay,
cord.
we're
Don't
going.
call me
Okay,
back
now
for
we're
shit.
going to commercial.
All right,
All right,
y'all.
y'all.
Thank y'all
White
for
out
tuning
in the
in.
building.
I'm in the
Thank
building.
you for tuning in.
Yeah, yeah.
Bay Life Radio, Twitch
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Igor,
See,
get us out
this
of
that
here
bullshit.
because it's real reckless on
Hey,
tonight.
thank y'all.
We gonna let him go to Rod Wave or
Hey,
wherever he going
shout out to my
tonight.
nigga Project.
Shout out to the delinquents.
Eddie
We about
P.
to send them there
Eddie
with you.
Project. Eddie P.
All right, Igor, take us out of here.
What it do?
All right, y'all. We be back. Twitch TV.
Yeah. I pull up on the scene with a pocket full of green, and my shooter got the strap with the beam. Payroll is the team, watch me hit him with the screen and shoot the shot at your bitch for the 3. If it's money in this bitch, wave your hands in the air. Pop a bottle, have a drink with a player. Sucker ducking suckers, I ain't fucking with the youngsters. Catch me on the flight, walking through customs. With a Mary's on, top hat, a collar shirt, bitch, I'm really grown. Bad chick, a couple kids and a couple homes. Rap shit, who fucking with me when I'm in my zone? Point them out, I'm really on. And I don't think with my Peter, a bitch I don't need her. Flow so sick, it got a fever. And these niggas say they rich, but they don't own shit. When I see them on the gram, I don't believe them. Penthouse.
I'm a step up with my weapon, top hat in my section, shining, big timing, money long, sucker ducking, I'm a real one, a blessing, took a nail, learned my lesson, when them haters hate, I ain't stressing,
yeah.
I've been long ago, sucker ducking.
Designer lace shoes when I step up in the room, two-stepping on you niggas, no jewels. They say I was a fool, how I make a bitch choose. Play it cool for you end up on the news. I'm from Oakland, California, used to hustle on the corner, and I'm still chasing paper at the moment. Balenciaga runners, vacations for the summer, big time and little nigga, I'm a stunner. On some cool shit, smooth shit. I like to hang out with a cool bitch. Slim thick, cute face on some boss shit. Flawless, these niggas thought I really lost it. Watch this, I don't miss. If it ain't about paper, we don't need to conversate. What you mad for? Life's great. And you see me sucker ducking, sliding on the interstate. If it ain't about cake, I can't relate. Penthouse.
I'm a step up with my weapon, top hat in my section, shining, big timing, money long, sucker ducking, a real one, a blessing, took a nail, learned my lesson, when them haters hate, I ain't stressing, I've been long ago, sucker ducking.
BAYLIFE Radio, shout out to Whiteout. Y'all, he crept up out of here and went to the delinquents. Womp, womp, womp. Whatever. Okay, bye, Whiteout. So he went to the delinquents. Y'all, again, the delinquents got a show. It's sold out. But y'all can catch him at For the Culture tonight. Y'all go pull up. And it's a Rodway after party. Y'all want to know where it's at? Y'all gonna have to tap in with Caprio to get the address. I don't think they got it posted, but we don't really care about that. We gonna bring in my guy. So let me tell you about this guy. This guy that's getting ready to come up tonight is so humble and just so on point. Like, he's the kind of guy that when he walks in a room, men pull up their pants, women pull up their shirt. It's just all respect. I just got respect for him. And without further ado, I'm gonna introduce my boy Spartacus to come out into the stage. Come on now, bless us with your presence. Bless us with your presence. Hello.
It's love. I'm in the building with you
You in the
tonight.
building.
Right? It feels
Shout
so.
out to you. Shout out to you. I want to thank you for coming.
Man, here I is. You know what I
Here
mean?
is.
And is I am.
Is
you know
I am.
what I mean? You know what I mean? It's been
So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you just sit down, get comfortable.
Man,
but
know
tell
what?
us a little bit about who you are.
Beans don't burn on the grill.
Hey,
Took a whole lot of
in the kitchen
just to get up that hill. All right, my bad. I had a moment. I didn't mean to have a moment, but I had a moment.
It's okay. I'm gonna have it with you.
Okay, love is life, and life is love, right? That's the answer. I say, love is life. You hit me back with life is love.
Life is love.
Right. I coined that. That was me, right?
Right.
So if I see it on some shirts, put Spartacus Life up under that. You know what I mean? Send something to the foundation. We're gonna talk about later about it too. But
Okay, we're gonna talk about the foundation later.
yeah, a little later. I mean, you know, it's just man, it feels good to be here and to be heard. You know what I mean? Pushing the line because you know some people push a line because it's a business plan behind it, right?
Okay.
And in most things, you should have a business plan behind, right?
Absolutely.
But what do you conjure out of the air and say, you know what? I'm gonna give my focus to this.
Okay.
I mean, what about you, the person that's inside of us, to go, you know what? I like doing this.
Right.
And I'm gonna push this campaign, and I'm gonna help the community. I'm gonna create jobs. I'm gonna create musicians.
Right.
Or should I say forge, because the Lord creates.
Or manifest.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right. So I look within myself and said, what was I missing? You know what I mean? Growing up, you know, being the genius on the wild, what was I missing? For me, it was true guidance, because at one point, the spirit that God invested in me, I would hear the OGs talking, and I'd be like, niggas hella stupid. I'm smarter than these
But wait.
niggas.
When you say you hear the OGs talking, what was the chatter that you were hearing?
You know, you know, as a kid, and I'm gonna take this back to the early 1900s.
Okay.
Mid 1900s.
Let's take it back.
Right.
You ready to go on this journey?
Yeah, I'm
Let's do it. Let's take it back.
Right. I don't want to take it too far, but I'm gonna say something. I hear a slight echo. I don't know if it's okay. Right.
There we go. We got
All right. So with that, I'm gonna go with growing up as a kid. You can take a bottle back to the store and get 10 cents.
You're right.
Right. And the pack of Now-Laters was 10 cents.
Right.
And we had clubhouses and shit. So at 4 or 5 years old, you had to bring something.
Right. You had to.
You're gonna have to go bust a move. Take your mama bottles.
Absolutely.
Your neighbors.
Absolutely.
Bring some cupcakes and Alexander the Grapes back.
What about those little penny candies?
Oh, absolutely, big blows. Those was
Big blows,
delicious.
my favorite.
Okay. All right. But anyway, loving this life, right? So I say that to say that what I was missing, I believe, was true mentorship. It's like, how can a person really mentor a genius and you a dummy?
Wow.
You know what I mean? No.
I hear what you
feel what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
So I want to fill the void when I see those talented youth in our community, kids, young adults in our community that have this incredible talent but don't have a direction for it. You know what I mean?
Let me say something to that, and I'm glad you said something about that. So usually when a genius is produced, the light is being placed inside of somebody, and then you have someone that's trying to be a representative or a leader to you, or somebody for you to look up to, and they're not as knowledgeable as you. Let me tell you what's happening. You end up dumbing yourself down to fit in to where they are.
Can I add to that?
Absolutely.
For those people that have ever watched Harry Potter had a Dumbledore.
Right.
and Dibbeldorf was his mentor.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's start. Got to have a mentor through this.
Okay.
I mean, right now I have a mentor through it. A-Game is one of man. This guy is brilliant on every level of. It's just brilliant. But I'm calling A-Game.
Okay. All right, A-Game. You hear that?
So, with that being said, you got to have a mentor through this.
Right.
And
when you say through
this
meaning
journey,
life.
yeah, this journey,
journeys. Okay.
this journey of life, right? Because we all want and need to become the best person that we can become.
Absolutely.
Right?
I believe that.
And I believe that's the fight between the left side, the right side, darkness and the stars.
The good and the bad, the light and the dark.
You know, it's bad really bad, or it's good really good. But it's something going on there.
It's a war.
Something.
It
could
be.
be. It could be. It could
Okay.
be. It could be.
Oh no, not could.
All right.
It's
So
a war.
all right. I didn't really want to go there, but I will say. So I will say, as it is in your heaven,
Okay.
the mind,
Okay.
so shall your earth
Heart.
be. So shall it be on earth. So if you have a pleasant mind,
Right.
you should have a pleasant reality.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's very important to guard the mind. See, the symbolic symbol was the Lord of Lords put an angel on the left side of the gate and the right side of the gate of heaven. Because once you enter the gate, you in heaven. It's plum trees and pomegranates everywhere.
But
right?
it was to govern.
Right.
It was a purpose.
But getting inside
Okay.
was the part. Because
Absolutely.
once you got inside, then you earned the right to be in heaven.
Right.
So this is why the Lord put a guardian on the left side of the gate and the right side of the gate.
Okay.
Right? So guard your left side of your heaven and your right side of your heaven.
Okay.
Be very careful what you allow into
Okay.
the beautiful field of your mind.
Be careful what open door you present yourself to go in.
Yes, I will say that. I will say that. But
Okay.
once we are in the beautiful part, like the journey is, Benzuma is still outside the gate.
Okay.
Right? Now let's take a trip.
Benzuma is never going anywhere.
Well, Benzuma, he found the gate, but he don't know how to get in the gate.
Absolutely.
Right? Now we talking about the people that have made it in the gate.
Okay.
Right? So
Benzuma are the people that sleep outside the gate. That can't really find
they're not in the
their
forest
way.
anymore.
But they're asleep, right?
But they're not in the forest. Them motherfuckers is at the gate now. We
Trying to get in.
okay. See, there. All right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I love this life, having this moment. My peoples told me to go crazy while I was in here, and I'm gonna say that was just a little bit of me going crazy, right? But the focus. Thank you for having me here.
No
Right,
problem.
Right.
No problem.
Really.
But whoa, you can't just do that.
What was I
You
doing?
can't just talk about something and just cut it off like that. I understand we don't have long, and I understand you want to talk about your nonprofit, but I just want you to kind of elaborate on becoming one with yourself and getting in the game, right? Is that the final journey?
No.
Is the final journey getting into the game?
How can infinity be a final journey? Right?
Okay.
Here's a question that was presented to me, and I'm going to present it to the world.
Okay.
And the question is, would you give up your identity to be a part of infinity? Now, when I was hit with the question, I said, well, not right now. I don't even have.
I'm not ready.
I don't have kids yet. I have some kids and shit.
Right,
I was like,
right.
why am I even thinking this thought right now?
Right.
But now, as an older person, I go, I would definitely give my identity up to be a part of infinity, to be a part of the next sun ray that hits your skin. I don't need to be. That ain't me. I'm just a part of what made that happen. Like how the ocean be going, ebbing and flowing.
Right.
Okay, I want to just.
But we're a
that.
part of that water, and when you say identity, it kind of brings me back to people are searching for that and really don't know who they are. So I wouldn't mind giving up a lifetime of searching for who I am
To become it?
and what I'm supposed to do
To
become
become
it.
it. Okay, then. All right.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's the question. I'm gonna send to you, my listeners, on that as it was presented to me. and it's a journey, man. This is beautiful. I like to give a one quick shout out to where where I'm at right now, King's Boxing Gym. I gotta
Okay,
say that.
let's give a shout out to King's Boxing Gym. Let's usher into that. So, what brought you to King's Boxing Gym? What made you want to? Cause you okay. Before we even do that, okay, you have a clothing line, and we're just gonna tap on that for just a second. You have a clothing line, and you're an entrepreneur. You have a clothing line. Now you're working with the community. So again, you wear many hats also. Father, shout out to daughter. Her birthday was last Thursday. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. You're also a father. And on this podcast, we kind of ask a question. Are you in a relationship?
Wow.
Oh, I love the response.
Wow.
Y'all, we always get that response, but I always ask that question, and you answer it how you see fit.
Now.
Here we go. Okay, we gonna put a pin in that.
I'm in love with the Lord.
He's in love with the Lord. Amen.
Hallelujah.
So we gonna put a pin in that,
All right,
ladies. You got your answer. So
What you want
again,
me- what-
you
Hold
wear
on,
so
that's
no.
complicated.
Okay, complicated. So, ma'am, wherever you are, it's complicated. He's in love with the Lord.
You don't edit that, right? You don't edit that out, right?
No, this is
Eagle and
live.
Beach, we edit that, right? That's an edit.
This is live.
It's live.
Okay, moving right along. Let's talk about your mini hats. Since you don't want to wear that hat tonight, praise God, amen.
Hallelujah.
And we'll just move to the hat of you being a designer, a father. Now you're at Gold's Gym working with the community.
Kings, yeah.
King's Gym. So tell us a little bit about that.
Beautiful experience. I get a chance to work with the youth, young adults, people getting in shape. Some people learning self-defense. Some people overall finding that confidence level within them that can take them in their personal life to the next level.
So it's not just about boxing.
No, it's not. But
Okay.
boxing is the how can I say it? Boxing would be the groundwork.
Okay.
Boxing would be the way in the door.
Okay.
And developing yourself to become a better person
Okay.
goes deeper than you just going out for a run.
Okay.
It's like that run activated your thought to think some other thoughts, and now you're in that place, but you went through it through the run to get there. You know what I mean? So connecting with the person to see what their goal is for themselves.
And this is a
Youth program,
Program.
absolutely. Young youth, young kids, young adults, and adults.
So do you guys work with trouble teams? Like if we have any moms that are online watching right now, do you guys work with like trouble teams?
That's a great
Is
question.
it like a turnaround, and is it like how they used to send the kids to the jail program?
Oh, Scare
What is
Straight.
it? Scare. Is it like Scare Straight, or give us a little a glimpse into what goes
Well,
on in there?
let me say this: for me as a person, when I'm dealing with the youth, I really don't believe adults when it comes to oh man, Spartacus, man, he's been doing this, he's been doing this, he's been doing that. I was like, who said that? I mean, first,
Where'd you get that from?
I just can't outright believe you as a parent. I know this is your child.
Okay. So when you mean I can't believe you outright as a parent, are you saying
When you
that
come to me,
sometimes parents diagnose their children the wrong way?
absolutely, or they hear some things from the school.
Okay.
And then the child may also display some of those tendencies
Okay.
along that journey to do it, right?
Okay.
But the action of what I do stems from the thought of me thinking, and then I brought it into action, right?
Okay.
So for a kid, I'm gonna say, who placed the thought before you?
Like the behavior thought.
Yeah. Who
Okay.
placed that before you?
Okay.
For you to think it, and then you acted it out when you were in your cultural or conscious space environment amongst your peers.
So it's safe for us to say that, I'm glad you went down this road. It's safe for us to say that sometimes you know how you can manifest things in your life,
Absolutely,
or you
all
can
the time.
manifest things into fruition.
Okay.
Is it safe to say that sometimes us as, and I'm gonna include myself, us as single moms, like manifest behaviors on our children, or put like
Absolutely.
um, diagnosis on our children
Absolutely.
when all they probably need is like a male figure.
They're because I'm gonna say parents do that because they're your children.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's my child.
Okay.
So I know he didn't do what you said he did. But the math teacher, that he on point. He did all that.
He
I know,
did
so
all
I'll
that.
talk to him about that.
Right.
But it seemed like, you know what I mean? I have to evaluate the situation from the child's perspective when I'm dealing with the kids, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of times they get a lot of bad raps because these kids are really smart. And you think about it, your child is 7 years old in the third grade, right? Right. But there's a 9-year-old in the third grade with him.
Right.
Why?
Because there was no structure.
Why is the 9-year-old child in the third grade? Excuse me. Because he's a
Ladies.
disruptor. He came to fuck with my genius ass child. Right? So,
I wouldn't say that he's a disruptor.
I
It's
definitely
my,
would. But
my mic
can
is
we
off.
help him? But can we help him?
It is. My mic is off. I wouldn't say
But can
that.
we help him?
I
Can we
wouldn't
help him?
say-
Absolutely. We can help him. But
I wouldn't say that the kid is a disruptor.
I would. But I'm listening.
I would say that sometimes you find kids that were raised in dysfunctional environments.
Absolutely.
And that's all they know.
Okay.
So, ladies, Twitch TV BAYLIFE Radio has my man here. He has a program.
We're talking about the Raw
on
Stone.
98.
No, I'm not.
Where
It
you
used to
at?
be 98.
Where is
now,
it now?
I'm at King's Boxing Gym. It's on 35th and East 9th.
Okay,
Right.
35th and East 9th. Okay? So if you want him to work with your kid that has been misdiagnosed, that you think got ADHD and all these issues.
Oh yeah, bring me those. I love them.
Bring them.
No, yeah. We
And
work
if
with them
y'all
good.
want to call in 510-563-7819. Again, 510-563-7819. Call in, ladies. Because I think God sent us some help, okay? All you single mothers, call in. You can actually take your kid to King's Gym for rehabilitation. And tell me how you got started with that. Like, what made you...
Okay, absolutely. But just to give a summary to, I'm not saying that just because he's 9 years old in the third grade, necessarily he's not a disruptor. But in that environment, he's the oldest kid there.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole psychological thought pattern behind that. He's 9 years old in the third grade. He should be the smartest kid in the class, but he's not. Your 7-year-old son is. Your 7-year-old daughter is.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Next time you raise your hand, I'm going to beat your ass when we go out to recess. Try raising your hand again, trying to make me look stupid. Okay. And I also know, some 7-year-old kids that can beat up some 15-year-old kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And I hear
it's
what
a
you're
balancing.
saying.
So
It's
we got to
a
balance it.
It is.
So we take the 9-year-old, right? Take the 9-year-old.
Okay.
Because the only reason why you're doing that is because of those missing elements, right? So once
the father being out of the home.
Father, big brother, uncle,
uncle,
cousin, next door neighbor,
right, all these aspects.
somebody that's gonna really pop up to your
But
school.
is that the kid you be hard on, or is that
No.
the kid you show a little grace and mercy
No,
to?
no. It's a program.
Okay.
And the program is the program.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So it's neither soft nor hard, lenient or rigid.
Okay.
Right? It's just a program. And what I found is most kids, and there's 2 or 3 different processes, but the first child that I'm speaking of, the first age group, they want to learn anything.
I understand.
All right?
Okay. That's the first age group.
right? Let's say that 0 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 9, right?
So you guys
They
break
just
the age groups down there.
I'm speaking about a Pacific. We do when I'm dealing with the child directly because I'll know their age and I'll know how to communicate with him through that consciousness, right?
Okay.
So when you're dealing with the consciousness of a youth that is 9 years old or 6 years old or 5 years old, right? And they're going through whatever they're going through. They could be a straight A student or they can be a student that's not getting the great grades, but you can clearly see the child has the ability to do no
Has the ability to break
inside of the inside of the issue, right? Now if we're talking brain damage, right?
Okay.
Right? Now we're talking about psychological issues, right? So psychological issues can turn physical, right?
No, psychological issues manifest themselves. So
To
any
be physical
so
issues.
let me just give it to you like this, and I thank you for bringing this up. So as a parent, I have an egg in my stomach. A man has sperm. He plants his seed inside of me. The seed grows. What my DNA is to that seed and what your DNA is to that seed is going to manifest in that child.
Oh, you want to start there?
I'm just telling you, this is where it
No,
starts.
oh, you're saying these are the absolute
This-
facts.
this
I mean,
is what
do you
happens.
want to open this door
But
of
I'm just saying,
communication? I mean,
okay,
I'm with it.
we gonna go
I'm
to
so
commercial.
with it.
We
Jesus
going to commercial, y'all.
Christ.
We be right back.
Let's
But
go.
We
We
gonna,
stop
we gonna
scamming
take
over
it
the top.
home because
We're going to a commercial.
We gonna tell you why the kids act like they act, but we gonna go to commercial. We love y'all. BAYLIFE Radio, Twitch TV, it's your girl Tamara. It gets deep in here. I thought 19 keys was coming in tonight. This high vibration conversation. We gonna go to commercial. Igor, take us to commercial.